Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense.
Sheree, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Everybody was rooting for you. If you guys don't know, She by Sheree, the long-awaited brand from Sheree Whitfield of the Housewives of Atlanta, finally came to fruition, but not in the way that she would have liked. On last night's episode of RHOA, she revealed it. She had a fashion show, a complete fashion show, but since she has done that, so many things have gone wrong. For starters, her website crashed. On her website, as you can see here, you can do everything except hit shop and shop for clothes. And it was so overwhelmed last night that the actual website crashed. It's now back up this morning, but you still can't order any clothes or even view the clothes. But before it crashed, people found out that the same clothes that Sheree was selling, you can get from other brands. Same item, except Sheree added a star. This particular item is sold out at Walmart. So before we really dive into that, let's talk this. I am proud of Sheree that she was able to get a brand off. It's not easy. And before her brand was released, I said it would make the most sense if she just took a designer and attached her name to it. A lot of people do it. A lot of people have these Instagram boutiques. The problem is Sheree purported that this was her own brand. And she had a designer working on these clothes, and the clothes are being held up, and she didn't get all the rest of them. She only had 5 pieces. She didn't get the rest of the, I think, 24, 23 pieces till 8 hours before the show. All these things were happening, and that would make sense for them to happen if they were your original pieces. One of two things has happened, guys. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you how long I have personally rooted for Sheree. I rooted for Sheree when her and Bob were over. I rooted for Sheree when, I didn't really care for Dr. Love, but I was like, okay, she even found somebody. Even when she was with Prison Bay Tyrone, I was like, okay, well, maybe he did or didn't have something going on with Nene. I don't know. But, Sheree got him now. He seems like a business person. Then he went to jail. I didn't really root for that. But I'm trying here, y'all. Then Martell Hulk comes up. I don't know that I'm rooting for the Martell stuff, but, she's with him. He's better than Prison Bay. I'm trying. I'm really not shady. I'm really trying here. I rooted for Sheree when she was living in her first home on RHOA with the broken gate. And no, that's not shade because my gate is currently broken and stuff be happening. I rooted for Sheree when she rented this home that she couldn't actually afford after she got that first house got foreclosed on. I rooted for Sheree when she was moved into that apartment and her kids were, there was the air mattress situation, but she was driving, I believe, like an Aston Martin and a Range Rover, or maybe it was a Maserati. I don't know, an expensive car. I'm trying. I definitely rooted for Sheree with Chateau Sheree. This is a beautiful home. She is a single mother who did this by herself. House is beautiful. Whether she should or should not have done it, that's up to debate. But the house is there. She's living in it. Whether it's her house, Chateau Thelma, LLC, who knows? I'm happy that Sheree's house was there. Now back to her clothes. 14 years ago, Sheree was the person who had a fashion show with no fashions. It was really bad. Everybody had secondhand embarrassment for her. It made Dwight part of reality TV history. She even brought that up today. It had to have been embarrassing, guys. But she does these grandiose things for outward appearances, but she does not have what she needs on the inside. to be completed. It's like the house, grandiose house, but could not be completed on the inside for so long, way too long. Same thing with the fashion show. Very beautiful fashion show aesthetic, very beautiful venue, does not have the clothes. And the clothes were, we'll say, potentially knockoffs. Like, guys, this is bad. It's really not good. But she had all the elements, and I'm not going to just tear her down. I am very happy for her. She had the white there, so she could finally have the moment of showing him the clothes, but the faces he was making, I'm not quite sure. She had her son here. Now, it was weird because her son was supposed to be in the fashion show. Maybe he didn't want to be in the fashion show with the clothes having deep prints. I don't know. But I want to show you guys some of the fashions because we can't just, knock Sheree down. She did put out a product. Um, Again, very nice fashion show. Dwight wasn't very impressed just by the looks of it. I don't know if they caught him at a shady moment, but she definitely had fashions. Now, this particular piece, a lot of people saying they would get. I actually don't mind this piece. The problem is the arm area. It feels like it's fitted in the arms, but oversized everywhere else. That was a little strange to me, but it was not a bad piece. If somebody got it for me, I'd wear it. Uh, some of the pieces were nice. I saw a lot of people in the fashion show reacting. One of my biggest problems with the fashion show is if you waited this long, if you've been looking in the pictures, it's a lot of reality stars in the seats, but we don't know where the buyers are. If you're having a fashion show, you definitely want to have buyers there, and that's who you should be talking to. Really trying to sell your garments. Sheree came down. I'm not quite sure if this is one of her pieces, but if it is, I didn't like it. It was kind of weird. She was walking kind of weird. The models were kind of walking kind of weird. I don't know. I don't. I'm trying here, guys. I want Sheree to do well. It just feels like there was a lot of missteps. So this is one of the items. Some people are saying the price is a little bit high for what it is. It's a jogger set for 125. What I will say in a positive way, if the site crashed, that means that there is major interest in your product. So hopefully that translates to sales for Sheree. Me personally, being a business minded person, I would have probably had a company working to ensure the servers could handle the load. That way, the system would not have crashed. But Sheree is relatively new to actually having a product line, so I'll give her some slack on that. But yes, as of right now, the one piece that people could see before the site crash, you can get from Mason Rosa. It is the exact same design, guys. It's the exact same design, except Sheree added a star. So one of two things has happened. Either Sheree's designers, maybe borrowed the concept for the design and added a star, and Sheree did not know about it, or Sheree was fully aware. Walmart has had this design for a while, but they are clearly sold out and out of stock. I'm not showing you the product numbers because I want to support Sheree in the sense that you can get this from Sheree's line with the star. Um, Again, I'm rooting for Sheree. I will keep you guys posted once the website is up, but the internet stays down. I saw this on Bravo Bees. You can check them out on Instagram and Twitter. It was there when I woke up. People are clowning Sheree. They're saying she by stolen. Well, actually, I said she by stolen. She by someone else, she by knockoff, she by 14 years overdue, she by we were rooting for you. I came up with a few of those. Sheree, I don't know. Bravo Bees, that's where I found it. Sorry. Um, I want her to do well, guys. I will keep you posted on this story, but I expect great things from Sheree. And the stuff it was pretty nice, so she'll probably get some sales. Guys, follow me on Instagram at Make It Make Sense Now. Make sure to like the video. This definitely helps my channel, and I will see you guys for the next one. Have a good one.